Hey guys, welcome to my live Tuesday at 2 o'clock. My name is Mel and I'm a personal trainer and a behavior change specialist. How is it going, guys? As in my group, this comes up all the time, but I love talking about it because I get this a lot. I ask, what is your biggest struggle when it comes to weight loss? And I always get motivation. So I thought the first thing I'd go over is, what is it? What is motivation? People say they don't have it, they can't find it, they can't keep it. They have it for a little bit and then it disappears. Where does it go? What is it? Basically, motivation isn't something that's going to come to you. It is something that you have to find. It's something that's you create that's internal. So basically, if I were to give you a working definition of motivation, motivation is the reason one has for their actions and behaviors. So if you take that, hi Mark, then you are taking charge of your motivation, right? So the reason you are acting, the reason why you're having a certain behavior. So you don't really lose that. You might lose focus on that, but you don't actually lose your motivation. The motivation is always there. So I guess we have to go into, where does it come from? So you really do need to dig a little bit deeper in where it comes from. And that's usually an internal drive. Like, you are not going to stick with something if you do not have an internal drive to get there. Priorities. So here's the deal, guys. You have the motivation. It's always there. It is whether your reasons for your actions are a priority and what you end up putting to a priority. So this is kind of what I always go to. So if I have, like, every single day I have my to-do list and what's a priority and what needs to get done so that I make sure that I am focusing on what I feel is the most important. If I put my health and my weight and self-care like fifth on the list, I know I'm not going to get to it. It is no longer a priority. You need to, if weight loss, getting fit, or anything, if it's a top priority, you need to put it at the top of the list and make sure you check it off every single day. Otherwise, whatever's at the bottom of my list, even if it's number 5, if it's not number 3, it's going to be pushed off to the next day. And I think that's the way a lot of people live. They have this priority, this, and then they come down here, and guess what? That thing down here will be rolled over to the next day. And you know what? The next day, you're probably going to put about 5 more things above that also. So you need to put that at the top of your priority. You have the reasons why you want to take that action, why you have your behaviors, and then you have to put it at the top of that priority. Here, this will help you even more. You have to know why it's a priority for you. Why is this? Whatever your motivation, if you're looking for it, you have to have a really big why. So you have to have big goals and a big vision. I say, 3 months out, a year out, 5 years out, you write down what your vision is, what are your goals. This is going to be your motivation as to why I do it. So for me, staying healthy, eating right, exercising every day, my internal motivation, my big goals is because I want to travel. It's because I want to go places and feel good. I want to, summer's coming and I want to be able to put on clothes and not stress about how I look in them. I don't want to focus on the way I look when I want to experience life. And if you're not taking care of this, if this is not a priority, it becomes your daily battle, your daily struggle. And I don't want that to be that. And I also don't want to be sick when I'm older. So when I look into the future and my vision, I think about, I want to travel as I get older. I want to have a good quality of life. I want to spend time with friends and family. I want to dress well. I want to feel confident about myself. And taking care of myself right now is what's going to allow me to have those goals later. You then need to have focus and intention every single day. Now, here's the hard part. Yes, it's at the top of your list, but your day gets away from you. So the first thing in the morning, you need to, if this is a very important goal and you are struggling with motivation and you know you're going to fall off and this isn't like a natural habit for you, you need to set that as your intention every single morning. You write out your big goals, you write out your big reason whys, and you write out how you're going to reach those goals, and you go over it every single morning, first thing in the morning. I listen to motivational stuff I write out my goals, I look it over, I speak it out loud, and with those intentions of the day, you better believe that I'm gonna be more focused on what I wanna achieve and not let the day get in my way, as some people would say. And the last thing I want to say here is, and I get this a lot also, is sabotaging beliefs or sabotaging bad patterns that get in the way. I had one of my people in my group mention that she has this tendency to tell herself that when she gets stressed out that she deserves a treat, or she deserves to do this, or she deserves to whatever it is, but it tends to be a bad habit or something that sabotages her, but she tells herself that she deserves it. So this is what you need to do. If you know you have this habit that stops you and gets you in the way of not reaching your goals, not getting closer to your vision, that halts your motivation, you need to stop in the moment and bring it to awareness, because that's a self-sabotaging subconscious belief that is there. You might not say in the moment to yourself out loud, I deserve this, but in the back of your head, you're thinking, I'm stressed, I'm overwhelmed, I did a really good job today, now I finally get to go home and I deserve to eat ice cream, or I deserve to take a nap instead of working out. But the real thing is you have to stop and think, what are you really doing? For most people, you don't deserve that. You'd actually deserve to take care of yourself. So you got to stop yourself and go, okay, what are my thought patterns? Bring them from that unconsciousness that just kind of happens in the back. You know, you do something and then afterwards you're like, oh shit, I did it again. I mean, crap. But you have to bring it into awareness and really think about why you're doing what you're doing so that you can put a stop to it and be conscious of it and tell yourself, okay, do I really deserve this? Because what are you really going to feel at the end of yourself giving into something that you know is bringing you farther away from your goals? You're probably going to feel guilty. You're probably going to go further away from your goals, so you're going to feel bad. You aren't really rewarding yourself at all. So those are the kinds of things that you need to be focused on to keep yourself motivated. You have to stop those bad patterns and those sabotaging beliefs. All right, guys, so that's all I have for you for the motivation. So write all those down if you can. Otherwise, what is motivation? The reason one has an action or a behavior. How you're going to get that internal drive is figure out what your priorities are, always putting it at the top of the list every single day, having really big goals, have a really big vision as to why you need to reach these goals, why they're so important to you. Focus on it every single morning. So have something written down, have it around you, have a motivational board, whatever it is that you need so you can see it every single day and read through it every single day so it's in your intentions for the day. And then become aware of those sabotaging beliefs or those really bad patterns. Bring them into awareness and really talk yourself through them and find out what are you really thinking about these bad habits, and be honest with yourself and tell yourself the truth and why they are not allowing you to get to where you want to get to. And I will see you guys next Tuesday. If you have any input on questions or anything you want me to go over, leave them in the comments below, and I will talk to you guys next Tuesday. Have a great day, guys. Enjoy the weather.